Michel de Nostradame, commonly known as Nostradamus, was a 16th century French astrologer and physician, renowned for his book Les Prophecies. This collection of 942 poetic quatrains, often charged with obscure imagery and language, purportedly predicts future events. Nostradamus crafted his predictions using a mix of astrological calculation, meditation, and occult practices, leaving later interpreters to untangle the meanings of his dense allegorical content. Critics argue that his cryptic, non-linear style is intentionally vague, lending itself to post-factum interpretations. His work continues to be a subject of intense study and controversy, straddling the line between considered genius and charlatanry, illuminating the complexities of historical prophecy interpretation. Within the vault of Nostradamus's texts, certain quatrains have been identified by scholars and aficionados as potentially significant for the year 2024. Their interpretations, however, vary widely, showing how his work is often a mirror reflecting our current fears and hopes. For instance, one quatrain speaks of a great shaking in the land of the Great Shell, which some have conjectured to mean seismic activity in a region known for its earthquakes. Others interpret the Great Shell as a metaphor for nuclear power, suggesting a possible energy crisis or disaster. Through these intricate verses, we attempt to find coherence and correlation with potential events, often relying on a blend of current global trends and historical cycles. Nostradamus was deeply embedded in the astrological science of his time, which heavily influenced his methodology and the construction of his predictions. He believed that the positions of the planets and stars could be used to forecast future occurrences on a grand scale. A thorough examination of his astrological chart for 2024 indicates significant planetary alignments. These include a rare conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn, which some astrologers associate with major political and environmental changes. This part of his prognostication, rooted in the celestial, invites us to consider how these ancient techniques intersect with contemporary astronomical science and what they might still disclose about our future. Nostradamus's quatrains have historically been interpreted as foretelling major political shifts. Given the unfolding global scenarios, certain passages are currently being linked to potential leadership changes and geopolitical restructurings in 2024. For example, a quatrain mentioning the eagle and bear has been referenced in the context of US-Russia relations, suggesting a period of intensified diplomatic negotiations or conflict. While these interpretations are speculative, they provide a frame to discuss potential political dynamics and their implications on global stability. In a quatrain that speaks of silver birds and chariots on ropes, some believe Nostradamus predicted the rise of aviation and cable cars. For 2024, passages describing mirrors in the sky might be interpreted as advancements in satellite technology or new telecommunications platforms. These extrapolations push the boundaries of Nostradamus's texts to see if they might encompass modern technological trajectories, possibly hinting at innovations that could revolutionize our interaction with digital technology and space exploration. The natural world and its upheavals have often been a theme in Nostradamus's quatrains. For 2024, several interpretations suggest that his references to waters rising and the earth opening may point toward significant environmental challenges such as floods and earthquakes. These predictions lead us to reflect on our environmental policies and the necessity for sustainable practices. As we explore these ancient warnings, we also engage with current scientific models, forecasting climate change impacts, drawing parallels that are as enlightening as they are alarming. In this context, Nostradamus's work may serve not just as prophecy, but as a cautionary tale urging modern societies to heed the signs of environmental distress. Economic trends and potential crises are also hidden within the cryptic messages of Nostradamus. A quatrain referring to the great coin falling has sparked discussions about potential economic downturns or market crashes in 2024. This section of his predictions provides a platform to explore underlying economic indicators and theories that could potentially align with his prophetic visions. Analyzing these alongside current economic conditions offers a unique perspective on forecasting and its implications for global financial stability. The interplay between prophecy and economic theory invites a deeper understanding of how historical insights can intersect with modern economic planning and decision-making. Nostradamus often encoded social upheaval and transformation within his quatrains. For the year 2024, certain verses have been interpreted as signaling major shifts in societal norms and movements, advocating for justice and equality. These interpretations encourage a reflection on the current social dynamics and how they might evolve in the upcoming year. By examining these predictions, we engage in a broader dialogue about the forces of change within societies and the potential emergence of new social paradigms. This part of Nostradamus's legacy challenges us to consider the power of collective human action and the unpredictable nature of social evolution. Examining past predictions, successes and errors. A critical examination of Nostradamus's track record reveals a mixed bag of hits and misses. Instances where his predictions were deemed accurate, such as the rise of Hitler or the French Revolution, are juxtaposed against numerous interpretations that did not materialize. This analysis not only provides context for his work but also prompts a discussion on the nature of prophecy itself. What makes a prediction successful? Is it the event itself or the interpretation post-event? Understanding the historical accuracy of Nostradamus's predictions aids in framing realistic expectations for his prophecies about 2024, highlighting the nuanced art of deciphering prophetic literature. Skepticism and belief in prophetic accuracy. The debate between skeptics and believers of Nostradamus's predictions offers a fascinating glimpse into human psychology and our relationship with the unknown. Skeptics argue that the vague and interpretable nature of his writing allows for retrofitting events, while believers find profound truths in his words. This part explores the psychological and cultural factors that influence people's perceptions of prophecy. It also examines the impact of confirmation bias and collective memory in the interpretation of Nostradamus's predictions, providing insight into why his work continues to captivate so many. Through this exploration, we confront the eternal human quest for knowledge about the future and our susceptibility to finding patterns, even in the most enigmatic sources. The influence of Nostradamus in modern times. Nostradamus's impact extends beyond his predictions. His work has permeated popular culture and influenced various modern mediums, from literature to movies to online forums. This part delves into how Nostradamus's legacy has been kept alive through various interpretations and adaptations, reflecting the enduring fascination with his work. It also considers how his prophecies have been used by different groups for various purposes, from political to commercial. Understanding this cultural footprint helps us see how historical figures can be continuously reinterpreted in light of contemporary values and anxieties. Conclusion: the future of forecasting. As we close our exploration of Nostradamus's predictions for 2024, we reflect on the broader implications of our fascination with prophecy. This conclusion considers what the enduring appeal of Nostradamus tells us about human nature and our desire to predict and control our futures. We speculate on the future of forecasting, blending ancient methods with modern technology, and how this synthesis might evolve. This final section invites readers to ponder the roles of uncertainty, hope, and foresight in shaping human destiny, proposing that perhaps the true value of predictions lies not in their accuracy, but in their ability to inspire reflection and adaptation. Through this narrative, we recognize that while the lens of prophecy offers intriguing glimpses into possible futures, it also profoundly reflects our current hopes, fears, and dreams.